Evening, everybody. I hope y'all had a fine day. Mine's been good and busy, and I was able to sneak out of work at a decent hour and get home and do some videos. Uh, today's video comes from Miss Rose again. It is. Let me put my eyes on. From Newaygo County Probate Court, Judge Melissa Dykman. I hope I'm saying that right. This is a motion to show cause hearing. One woman has a PPO against the other. Um, and it gets interesting from there. Um, let's give it a watch.
This is the date and time scheduled for a show cause in this matter. Ms. Tanis is present. Ms. Jordan is present. Ms. Tanis, I think it's your show cause. Is that right?
Yes,
Ms. Jordan, did you receive a copy of the petition in order to show cause?
yes.
Understand that you're entitled to have an attorney present. If you want to have an attorney present and you want to retain one, you could do so. The court is not going to give you a court appointed. I don't anticipate, even if I were to find you guilty, of giving you any jail time. So therefore, I don't have to appoint a court appointed attorney for you. Are you prepared to proceed today, Ms. Jordan?
Do the best that I can.
All right. I guess I'll swear you both in if you want to raise your right hands for me. Do you solemnly swear, oath, or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, Ms. Tanis, why don't you tell me why we're here and what you think Ms. Jordan did to violate the PPO?
First of all, I'd like to say that I'm sorry that we're here again, and
I'm sorry you're here too.
we're here based on what I filed.
So I read, I'll try to make it a little bit easier. So I read through your motion order to show cause. Most of the violations seem to, well, I think there was one that was what you claimed to be a direct. All right, so I looked at there was a few that were her conversations between other YouTubers, I think, or
Right.
anyway, so
All of
two
it.
other people online. So those conversations were clearly about a neighbor, probably you. And then let's talk about isn't there one that was directly to you?
Yes,
It's not.
Okay. Oh, this one. How was that for show? Did you get it all? Did you make sure you were zoomed in good? Where was that message? It's dated October 2nd. Where did you find that?
that was during her live.
Okay, so
That
she's
she
running
did.
a live YouTube,
Right.
and on the side are like comments.
Well, that was the transcript
Okay.
of what she was saying.
It's a comment underneath.
Okay, let her finish and then I'll come back to you. All right, so that's on her YouTube page.
Right.
Okay,
She states before even that comment that she was outside making a fool of herself to try to get recorded by myself. So I then can send it to Nicolina. That's never happened. I don't know why Casey makes these things up on YouTube, but that doesn't happen. There's no pictures of her or any footage for my security cam besides the videos that I posted on TikTok. I removed them when we were here last. So maybe it would lessen her revengeful ways towards me.
all right. Then on September 30th, you said you had the flashing lights again.
Right.
And then on September 30th was the YouTube where she said if she wants to harass that stupid effing bitch, then I'll harass the stupid effing bitch, and then the husband yelling at her to stop.
Right. I actually have a small clip of that if you would like to hear it.
Okay.
He's here to testify too.
she picks fights with this lady, Nicolina, and a lot of other YouTubers as well. She's very vengeful. She puts out photos of women photoshopped or not photoshopped
It's
and
Nicolina.
mocking them, harassing them, showing where they live, laughing at about a lady being homeless.
It's not true. Not what my YouTube is.
All right, when's the last time you had the lights shining or any of that?
That was the September 30th.
All right, after you filed the show cause, have there been any additional?
There's been a lot of talk about how she has video still of me. How she's privately sending these videos out.
She says that on her YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay,
Sometimes it's not her YouTube channel, but she can go on others' channel and speak. It's all public.
YouTube internet drama. I guess some channels that works well for. My life's complicated enough. I don't need any of that.
She still currently has video of me in my yard where she zooms in on me when I step off my porch and cut grass out of my yard, or grass, native plants for a salad. She zooms in and tells people I'm on drugs outside cutting my grass with scissors.
and where
I
did you
understand that
see?
she can say anything that she wants to. I understand. And you
They
know
don't
what?
have
I
to.
dealt with this for so long that Casey doesn't affect me anymore. But what she does, she doesn't just do to me.
Doesn't affect her anymore, but we had to come back to court for it.
She does to everyone. And she has openly admitted just days ago that she will not stop. She harassed my son on Thanksgiving when he walked up to my door.
What?
Had her window open and yelled at him, "That's it, that's him, get him," to her dogs, as her dogs
That's
barked
true.
at him. Then he
Not true.
pulled out and she live on video says that he was just there to drop off drugs. My son does not do drugs. My son did not come to Thanksgiving to drop off any drugs. Again, I understand she can say whatever she wants to, but that is awful. I do believe that Casey is now after my son because she can't get me. He is 19 in a pickup truck that has, it's loud. He's
I have it.
19.
I
He's-
have pictures of it.
You can't interrupt her.
She's lying.
I know you think that, but you can't interrupt her. I'm not gonna keep telling you that. I'm gonna give you a chance. I always do.
She must be one of the best trolls there is. She's got that lady worked up. I mean, until they don't like each other, well, fine. But why are you paying so much attention to what the other's doing? You know, I don't get it.
I don't give you a chance.
You give me a small chance, yeah. I haven't been able to explain myself.
You have explained yourself. Oh, I never give you a chance.
You too accused me of killing her garden, and I can prove you that's never happened.
All right, why don't you go ahead? Why don't you take a turn and tell me what it is you want me to know about all of these things that you're doing online? And I want to point
There are
out
two
something.
Nicolina. There are two Nicolina. Nothing's directly to her, and I can prove it. Nicolina, I have all this documented in the videos. You want me to start with the video? Where do you want me to start? I can
So
prove that they are
it's-
still talking, that her and Nicolina are still in cahoots together. Nicolina admits it online. She's been sending texts to Nicolina about this Ernie Shell person that she says is so vile, all these things where she's in this whole thing. She's in there. She has Nicolina working as a third party to get info back and forth to me about her coming to court, when court is, all of that stuff. And I can show you right here.
Casey privately states when she has court. She
No,
even reads court documents online and speaks about you. There is so much that she does that is unbelievable.
So this one says court tomorrow. They're gonna go to court and try to create a court date, but I'm going to be up there recording them.
Recording Nicolina because she keeps going around telling people that I'm fat, that I weigh 50 to 60 pounds more than her. So I showed myself online and then I put up Nicolina's picture and she tells this back and forth to me. This is stuff that she does to me. I'm only on there defending myself. If I didn't have to defend myself so much, you know, especially to her videos that are now all over the place saying that I do these vile things that I can prove to you I've never done. I've never touched her garden with anything, ever. Ever. I've never trespassed on her property. I didn't kill anything. She's got a bunch of cats living back there in the back of my property because of what she grows in her garden, her catnip and everything. Maybe those are back there killing stuff and doing whatever. I've turned them in a bunch of times, but only thing I can do is either catch them in a trap or something and get rid of them, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but there's at least two and one lives at our house. But one's been back there since last year. So, but that's not nothing. My big issue is why is she still following me around on my page, watching everything I do? She goes to every channel I go to. She records everything I do. Her and Nicolina send the stuff back and forth. She admits it in there. She also tells you that everything in my PPO against those two is a lie. But I showed you and testified in court against all that stuff. How is anything in there a lie? So at that time, I didn't have proof of all that stuff because it's hard to show that you didn't do something. Well, Christine went and posted on her TikTok everything that they were doing against me also. At 7 o'clock in the morning, when it's still dark out, she's screaming vile things, telling me to come outside. She started her lawnmower at 7 o'clock in the morning, and Erin did a burnout with dirt coming towards my house. It's all recorded. She documented all of this. So finally at 9 o'clock, when I did start hearing
Are we talking about stuff that happened before the PPO was?
The August 3rd.
No, this was after she filed for the PPO, but it was within that week.
It was 2 days.
I was never able to testify anything because I didn't have the proof, but after the court, I found the proof on her TikTok. He's in his room with a semi horn and they bring their air compressor all the way through their house upstairs into their bedroom to blow this horn into my window.
Right, but then I told them to stop doing that.
Okay,
And
well,
they
they
took
have
the
their
TikTok-
son.
They
their-
took the TikToks down.
No. What, recently, last week? That didn't matter. They're already all over the place. It's too late. I asked for them to be taken down to the beginning, not once it's already too late. But she is definitely contacting Nicolina. I have a whole bunch of things showing that.
According to the information that I was able to.
Okay, this is Nicolina saying that she did a FOIA request. Well, the cops were never called on this incident right here, where her son came home high and she blamed it on mine and then told my son that she was gonna come pull him out of my house by his hair. Yeah, well, that's this incident. She's claiming that she got a FOIA request for it. It's not true. She told her about it.
I did, FOIA requests for
That's
every
not
police
me.
report
That's
filed from
Nicolina.
her
Stop.
address. And one of those happened to be her 17-year-old son.
He wasn't even
providing
17.
marijuana to children that were 13 and 14.
Her children. How would she know that? Boy, I got tons of these. We could be here all day.
You know, that's why, you know, I came up here.
That's Nicolina laughing.
I really didn't want to. Can I just say, I got a funny message just now.
This is on the 22nd of November.
Lipsa's neighbor is so intertwined now in our YouTube saga. She like knows all the players now. She just let
She's
me
been
know
lying to you
that
this whole
Ernie's
time.
on panel.
She texted her to say Ernie was on a panel. Okay, now Nicolina hacked into my account and that's where this whole address 4 number thing came up. I do have proof of that. I did call the cops on that.
Was able to find.
This
her
is how she
neighbor
found the neighbor.
on
It's not what she showed you earlier, last time we were at court.
TikTok.
Told you I wasn't lying.
Paige and I spent hours, finally found her, and I think we have a good relationship. We talk regularly now, and
Sure do.
it blew up in her
I
face.
do believe that this lady says this stuff
Uh-uh.
to make her Casey
She
mad.
reads her text messages out loud.
No, there's no.
Here's more
text
videos.
message.
She was sent a bunch of videos of me.
not share.
At least not yet,
Not
anyways.
yet, anyway.
They deserve each other. I swear to goodness.
How's it feel, Lips?
Everything she's told
You live
Nicolina is
in a
here.
fucking junkyard, Lips. How does that feel? I heard the county was making you fucking clean it up, huh?
That's when
Did
CPS
you get
came
that fucking cleaned up?
and gave us a
You
dumpster.
get all that
She
fucking
also
junkyard
called
cleaned
in
up?
another city ordinance that she was told to quit doing when we had that dumpster there trying to clean out our garage.
I know her neighbor's gonna create a channel and
Listen to
she's
this.
gonna start showcasing, Lips.
She's creating a channel to put all her videos about me on.
When was that posted?
I know her neighbor's gonna create a channel and she's gonna
October
start
1st.
showcasing,
That is not
Lips.
The
true.
day before, the 2 days before she filed.
I can promise you, I don't even have
Can
one.
I tell you guys, so what's interesting is, you write in yours on October 1st, can you stop that minute? You write on yours on October 1st
Mhm.
that you were contacted by another
Which is
YouTuber.
Nicolina.
Right, so you guys understand what's happening, right?
Oh, I know exactly what's happening.
Nicolina
Mhm.
is the problem, and she is using both
Yes,
of you
yes.
to create
Thank you.
all this drama. And I understand you guys had beef, but then, I mean, this beef
And
would be
another thing-
over
But
if Nicolina.
I'm explaining to you,
Sure,
I do not speak to Nicolina.
I understand that, but she's saying you do.
She
didn't
read a
say
text message out
anything
about
she
Ernie. It didn't have nothing to
wants
do with me.
These people lie
I know.
all the
I
time.
can get proof that they're doing it. And actually, I have a text message
All the
from her
time.
proving that she sent video of my house or a picture of my house to Nicolina, which was now
I
posted.
believe she probably did when this started at the beginning.
No, this
because
was
she said
after.
She had contact with her, because she said at one point
Right.
in one of these
And she
hearings.
also told you that she blocked them and has not had no contact when I've just showed you, just on the 22nd alone, that they were doing that. Now, that crap with her son,
That's what Nicolina said.
I can get proof, trust me, I'll get it. And I talk to people that talk to Nicolina, I'll guarantee
Did
you I can
talk
get
to her
proof.
son when he went there?
Not at all, no,
Did you
listen,
talk out the window?
I was on my live, and I was talking to my dogs. Nothing about get him, and he does nothing but do burnouts in front of our house. I have proof of that. My husband's here to testify, we watched him do it. He actually left black marks twice. I can show you where I took pictures that I think it was a day after we kept a court or something. I don't remember, but I was up here. And I come home and right in front of our house, you can see where he pulled into the grass, knocked all the grass down, and he sat there for at least 6 minutes revving his engine until we got up and go to close the window. And that's when he did that big burnout and took off. Now he's been revving his engine every single day since. He did it 3 times on Thanksgiving. And that's when I was telling the people I was on live too. That's him right there. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? Never talking to him.
Did you say that he was just there to drop off drugs?
No. Maybe allegedly. But I know that she uses drugs. I know for a fact.
Established that. She already said she smokes pot.
No, she uses Adderall, anything with speed in it. That's why she's out there cutting her grass with her scissors and everything else.
Well, how in the world would you know that?
I'll just let you know, I do know that. She used to show up at my doorstep wanting my son's meds, and that's why we're fighting right now. But it didn't need to be brought up in court.
Oh my God.
I could prove it in her text messages where she's constantly texting me, can I get some of your son's Adderall? I always told her no, and that's why the whole freaking fight started. So then I had to tell her to stop using my property. So then she got misdig in, and then she found out that it was really my property. So then she got mad at herself about that. And then for 3 days straight, she sat out in front of my house, pulled up their vehicles, had her son pull up his vehicles. I could show you a message where her son went on Facebook, put up a big old message saying, hey, everybody come over to my mom's with the address because we're going to terrorize the neighbor, everything else. You want to hear something else? Hold on. I do this first video.
Far away do you have to go? 15 minutes.
Here,
Oh, okay.
This is on Thanksgiving.
Going down the road. Neighbors are all over your end, but that one.
why is she recording me in my home?
You must have went there to.
That's a little weird.
Hold on, I want you to listen.
Okay,
and
tell me
her
when I'm
not
listening
interrupt.
to, yep, tell me
She
when.
says that my son.
No, wait, just tell me, you're recording her or?
In my
on her
home.
live.
In my home.
It's her live.
I wasn't live.
Just a minute, please. You
With
said you were
her
live.
friend,
Hang on.
Stone Gator.
Yeah, on a
Okay, so
different
wait a
live.
second,
Yep.
I have to get it in my head.
I know.
So
I
you're
understand.
on the YouTube, you're on her YouTube live channel.
I'm not on Casey's YouTube live
She
channel.
follows
I'm
me
on
to other panels.
Friends YouTube
She
live.
followed me to my
And
friend.
then you're recording it with your phone.
Yes.
Okay, just wait now, don't interrupt.
He went there to go drop. Threaten us, trying to threaten us.
Hold on, sorry.
They're all over here eating, but that one kid that keeps fucking trying to threaten us left already.
Cameron.
He must have went there to go drop off some drugs.
See, he must have.
Do that? I don't know. They're assholes. They
I
come
could show
from
you something else I
somewhere,
said that
I don't
day
know.
too.
Come from where?
Somewhere. I don't know. That's what she said.
What? What did it say?
You said they're assholes and they come from somewhere, I don't know.
That's probably what I said was somewhere. Okay,
This is her on the 21st of November.
why is she still following me around social media on other panels? Why? I don't do that to her.
I want you to hear this.
They sent me this video of that crazy lady one day, man. It was the funniest thing I ever.
That was on my live.
Jimbo was in a bad mood too, and he just busted up.
That was the day she was twerking outside. I did a whole live on that.
I got all that. It's just private on my channel until
See?
the PPO's up.
It's private on my channel.
So funny. Young is so funny.
She does these things.
No, that's
to
everybody
people
laughing at what
summer.
she was doing. That's her and her son standing out there blasting their music, threatening me, and she's going outside blasting vulgar gangster music, we'll call it. And that's where her son's telling me to come outside, come outside. I have that. Hold on, we'll show you my side of that.
Can I speak?
No.
for 1 second?
Let her finish, go ahead.
What she's referring to is August 3rd. After all summer of Casey harassing me, I filed the police protection order per the officer's request or suggestion.
I have the video.
It was denied as an ex parte and I was given a court date. I momentarily and regretfully had lost my mind for one day.
3.
And that's what she's claiming, you know, like I did.
We already talked about that.
Right.
Right.
So one day, that's the video,
Between-
whatever.
Same
I
video
don't care,
from
whatever.
from when the day that she was out there acting a fool. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is 9 o'clock in the morning. I heard meth does that. This is the first day. This is August 5th.
It has nothing else.
Everything you've done inside of me, I'll report it.
Do you hear her laughing?
Yes,
It's sick. Cause this is what
'Cause
she
she's-
drove me. to,
Stop.
So she could
No.
record me
Mm-mm,
because
not
I
true.
am her content.
Okay, she's getting in there and she
It's
comes out and she's
highly
twerking.
disturbing.
All I did was record because I didn't know what else to do. Go out there and beat her up. I mean,
That judge has had enough. I feel for her. What a mess. Making me anxious just listening to it. Good night.
come on, that's all she
She
wanted.
went outside.
Can I talk? Did I get a chance to defend myself today or not?
we've been talking.
I've been,
The
yes, but
whole
I just
time.
been interrupted and it gets thrown over here and then over here and over in this
That's
direction. and
correct,
that
because
direction.
you kept interrupting. You told me I didn't give you a chance. So I went over and I said, all right, if you think I didn't give you a chance, which is untrue, every time we're here, I give you a
Don't get a
chance.
full story out. That's what I'm trying to say, is it keeps getting pushed over here and over here. and I don't get the chance to show you or tell you anything. I mean, what about the city ordinance that she called in again?
So
She's not supposed to be, right? She's not supposed to be worrying about what I'm doing.
I
What about her
can't,
following me around on YouTube
I
to try to
can't-
get little clips of me to
I
get me in
can't
trouble?
control her making a complaint to the city about an ordinance violation. I can't
It
tell her
wasn't,
she can't.
it was proved to not be violated though.
That's their job, but that's.
not their
she can
job.
help- It's their job to investigate any complaint they
I'm sorry.
get. I can't prevent her from following other YouTubers or going where you're going on YouTube.
You can't prevent her from following me around and having third parties come in and threaten me for her. I can show you this.
Did I say that? Is that what
No.
I just said? Because it's not
No,
what I
no.
just said at
I'm
all.
hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Then you're not listening, because I never said she can threaten you. I never said she can follow you around.
Well, that's what
I
thought you
said I can't prevent her from looking on YouTube at what you are posting. There is a difference.
That's
There is
fine.
a difference.
Okay.
I cannot express to you enough how annoying this whole situation is because you are on YouTube. Just shut it down. You've been here 4 times last week trying to get a PPO
Yeah.
against
2
Nicolette
times.
and some other person
4?
twice last week. Twice last week.
Yeah.
You were
Because of this, I'm
here.
trying to shut this
but-
down right here. The third party stuff of getting stuff back and forth, texting back and forth. That's what I want shut down. That's it. I want to be left alone.
Then turn off the YouTube. Turn off your YouTube.
It's okay.
If you want to be left alone and have these YouTubers not bother
They
you.
wouldn't have bothered me if it
Turn
wasn't for her sending
off-
that stuff.
Okay, and how do you expect me to fix that now? How?
I'm not here asking you to do anything.
You just asked me to do it. You asked me to shut it down. You want to be left alone. And I told you how to do that. Shut off your YouTube.
I shouldn't have to.
I
I use
don't-
that as monetization. That's how I
All right.
bring income into
Let me
my
ask
house,
you this.
honey.
Let me ask you this. What is it that you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
I didn't file this court case.
No, I asked you, what do you want me to do?
Make her stop
Make her stop what?
following me around, recording everything I do. Listen, I'm not private at home because she records everything I do. And I'm not okay on social media because she records everything I do. That's not okay.
What is she recording? How is she, when is she recording? What is she recording?
You just heard half of it.
I heard her record your live stream.
That wasn't mine. That was somebody else's. Therefore, she
Okay.
followed me to another channel to see what I was doing, to sit there and wait until I talked about whatever, so she could record me.
Okay. Why do you care if she's recording you if
I-
you're not talking about her?
I should be able to talk about anything I want. I have to always defend myself because these YouTubers are coming to me and they're saying I'm harassing her. I'm doing all these vile things. I'm the one that started my lawnmower in front of her house, that I was yelling. They say that I was doing that stuff, and I can show you that it was her. That's just stuff that I have to constantly defend myself over. If I didn't have to defend myself constantly, we wouldn't have this a problem. But for her sitting here saying that I'm sending direct messages to her, this is to Nicolina. This is right here, straight to Nicolina. It's actually right on a post that is to Nicolina. She's lying. She's trying to make it, she's in cahoots with this other YouTuber to make it look like I'm doing something wrong and that she's attacking my character. Now, I have letters wrote right straight to you from my moderators, from people that are in my channel that actually miss me because they care about what we were doing and this little girl that we can't find because I'm the only one holding information back about this little girl. And I'm not allowed to go on there because I'm constantly being recorded or followed or harassed because they come into my chat.
You're
hack me.
telling me that you're the only one that has information about a missing.
I'm the only one that has this piece of information. Yes, I am.
And that you're not going on there because you're afraid she's gonna record you?
Not just that, no, the harassment of all the people
Okay,
that
so
come into
there's a
my.
little girl that's missing that maybe could be found if you
Yep.
gave out this information, but you're not going to do it because.
No, I've called
of your-
TBI. I've called the cops. I've reported it. I've been talking to the mother of this
You
and the friend.
understand how ludicrous that sounds.
No, I know. Why, I don't owe it to YouTube. I just do that as
No,
content
maybe-
for a
Maybe you
channel.
owe it to a 6-year-old to be found or however.
I do. I do.
So I don't understand why something Christina Tanis is doing would prevent you from giving out
Okay.
information that might save a 6-year-old if that's.
Because the people that she's telling all those things about me now are harassing me for her. They're doing it for her. So they come into my room, they write vile things. They come in, they hack my room, they write the N-word.
Ms. Tanis, are you telling other YouTubers to harass her?
Oh my God, no.
Are you telling other YouTubers to go on her page and write comments? or
Absolutely
message
not.
her?
I asked this YouTuber that contacted me on the first to please not contact me anymore about this issue that I was handling it myself.
And all the
And
other
were
lies.
you
Because
contacted by that person again after you told them to not?
I have not been, no.
Have you been contacted by Nicolette?
No, I have not.
Nicolina?
No.
Nicole.
Okay,
Not true.
and
I have probably 18 videos here of Nicolina talking about court and what dates they are and the day that she was going to file.
why do you think Nicolina has that information, or can you explain that?
Because Casey goes on
I-
lives and states.
How was I gonna know that she filed on October 3rd? I didn't know that until Nicolina told me about it. All that stuff. Nicolina was gonna be here with a flash drive for her. All this stuff.
And is that happening?
Okay.
Or is she saying that to get you angry?
How would she know? How would she know?
It's driving you crazy.
That.
She's driving her crazy.
Honey, I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
This is October 3rd. She thought I had to be to court too.
Flash drive that I'm gonna be bringing.
Frank's gonna take the day off too. Her husband. Well, that's why I was gonna come and record. That right there.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything because you were talking the whole
Sorry.
time.
Honey, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I've got a beautiful flash drive that I'm gonna be bringing. Frank's gonna take the day off and go with me, Liz. How about that?
It was October 2nd. She said that.
About going to court. We never went to court.
This is where I live.
Only a 90-minute drive from here, and I have her address.
I got nothing to do today.
I have her address.
I have nothing to fucking do today.
That she got from her.
She's gonna get some attention tomorrow in court, though. I'm almost guessing.
This is October 3rd. We didn't have court.
Lips does.
Where at?
A ton of them.
They have it this night. to use it.
It makes no sense to me.
It doesn't, because she's lying to you.
Because who's lying to me? This Nicolina, who you think has all this information,
How-
said you had court October 3rd. We didn't
Yeah,
have court.
Yes, because she was gonna go file October 3rd. That's the day she came and filed. It was a Monday. That's why they thought that I had to be there.
Nicolina knows that she had flashed the lights. Casey flashed.
I
the
did not
lights.
flash the light. That's another thing I
How
wanna
did
talk
she
about.
know that?
Because Casey was live.
That's not
and
true.
Her husband came in and had said,
Yeah, that's true.
reprimanded her about placing the light back in the window.
Honey,
She-
Why do you think that?
that didn't happen. Listen,
What
okay,
didn't happen?
the light thing, listen. I have the light, it's always plugged in. It run by an app. There's not an on and off switch on it. So that at 5 o'clock, 5:20 something day, I don't know, something, 5 something in the morning. There was a big giant boom, like a shotgun boom, and our lights went out. So I had to call consumers. I was up, in the house trying to calm the baby down because she doesn't like it when it's dark and all that. I had my husband awake. He had to get ready to go to work and everything. As soon as the lights came back on, that stupid light started flashing. So when I went back into the bedroom to lay the baby back down at whatever time, 5, whatever, 45, whatever time it was, before 6, then I noticed it and I shut it right off, right away. That's what happened. And I can prove that the electric went out. I don't have any proof here, but I can go get it. All I gotta do is call him. My husband's here to testify. It was a big loud bang and everything was quiet. Everything was done, black.
Then why was it on your YouTube channel that he was telling you to stop harassing?
Because when he come home from work, it was all weeks later. He come home from work after us arguing all day about other stuff, and I would happen to be live that day. And then you can hear him in the background of the whole thing laughing at me. He's just trying to get me riled up. And I said, if I wanted to harass that stupid fucking neighbor, I'd fucking harass her or whatever was going on. It's not that I am harassing her. If I wanted to go do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna go do it on accident. I'm not gonna, do it for 10 minutes. I'm not gonna, that's all it was. And he's laughing at me and I keep telling him, stop, stop. Yes, I'm loud. You know I'm loud. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't like it, but I am.
Well, Nicolina is taking those posts and posting them.
What do you mean?
Nicolina is taking clips of your stuff and
No.
putting them on her page?
No, that's stuff that she went and found. Instead to Nicolina, she
Ma'am.
tells, Nicolina admits that she sent it to her, and now she's trying to say in court that that was the other way around.
Oh my gosh.
I know, if there wasn't any lies involved,
It's not
It's
gonna
working,
take
right?
very much to confuse me. This is
I would like
The
ridiculous.
lies is
like
what's
to
confusing
play-
you.
Okay, wait, let her play the one she wants to.
I would like to play this one. This is
This is
when
the clip I
power
just
went
told you
out
about.
And the lights came on. Her husband comes in.
Yeah, so bye.
He's here.
Stingray, I can't talk about it, but I will privately
See?
show you all the clips and stuff.
About me.
No, nothing about you.
That's a long time ago.
I,
have the
she takes everything and makes it about her.
What?
See, he thought I put the light back up.
John, go, get out of here. You're done. Don't talk to me. That's not what fucking happened.
He's trying to get me riled up because I'm live.
I understand. Why was it back in the?
Because I was cleaning my fucking thing. Stop. I told you. No, I'm gonna scream at you in front of them on purpose.
I'm sure
No,
Purposely
don't.
did that
No, you knock it off.
because I wasn't doing nothing wrong.
I'm not, if I wanna put that up, I'm gonna put it up. It's not illegal for me to do that. I know it's
It
not.
is.
Not once have I been told I cannot have that. Now stop.
And I haven't been told that.
If I wanna fucking harass that stupid fucking cunt, I'm gonna harass that stupid fucking cunt.
And that's what I said.
Clearly, I haven't done that now, have I?
She's one hell of a lady, huh?
Or I would be. I'm no, but they're
And
on
he's
my
laughing
side.
in the background.
Trust me, I'm gonna keep them on my side.
Myself.
Don't fucking do this.
I didn't want him to make me talk about her
No,
online.
it's not fucking funny.
I don't find it cool. I don't find it funny, and I hate talking about her.
Me and the whole fucking front of the whole fucking world. Quit. Who gives a fuck about that fucking neighbor? Why are you talking about her?
I wasn't.
You were. Is this my fuck away from me?
He was trying to like tell me, ha ha ha, weren't you? Were you laughing and all that?
Casey,
Yeah.
when you hear yourself talking like.
It's embarrassing as hell. Yes, that's why I was so mad. I wanted to shut him down before he made it even something even bigger. He's here. He was laughing in the background. He was trying to do that on purpose. He doesn't like it when I'm on there, when he gets home from work. So if you heard me, I'm trying to shut it down. He wouldn't allow me to just go to my computer and tell them to shut it down without him bringing all that up. That was something that we already talked about during the day.
But you recognize that you're talking about her online
Ah.
in violation of the PPO.
Talking about her is a violation of the PPO.
Posting on social media.
That's not, yeah, that's me.
A message through the use of any medium of communication.
I'm
including
talking to
the
my
internet, computer,
husband.
Or an electronic medium on a live YouTube that is going.
It's not to her.
You're posting online.
I'm just trying to defend myself. That's me defending myself again over this stupid light that shouldn't even, it wasn't even pointed at her house. It was pointed up.
Maybe if that's what that was, you defending yourself, I would have a different view. You're not saying, my neighbor keeps accusing me, I didn't do it, I didn't do it,
No,
I didn't do
I
it.
don't wanna talk about
You
her.
are saying in that post,
Yes,
if I want to harass that effing and a whole bunch of vile names, I will do it. If I want to harass her, I will do it. You repeatedly said you were going to harass her if you
That's
wanted
not-
to.
That's not what it meant. That's not what that was. I wish you would ask my husband.
What does he know about anything? What is, so what?
I
He
was
came
talking
home.
to him.
I understand that. You were talking to him live about her.
And how many times did I say I'm
If you
trying to
wanna
shut
talk
it down?
him privately,
I was trying to turn it off.
but you didn't.
I tried,
But
he wouldn't allow me to.
anything else you want me to know today, Casey?
Yeah, that none of these messages were to her.
Okay,
They were definitely to Nicolina. This right here, all this crap about my character and all that stuff. I have letters that I need to read to you.
right, go ahead.
Well, it's not gonna matter though, is it?
I want you to tell me what you want me to know.
You already have, I don't know, I wish that there was another judge who could take a look at this. I'm sorry, I don't feel that. You're listening.
Okay,
I'm not getting my way, so I'm mad.
I don't know how I can.
She's
convince
lied to you how many
more.
times? And you're still listening to her.
And which part are you talking about that she lied about? when she wrote in her PPO that everything was based or in the.
That's a big lie, yep.
Okay, that's her perception of reality, that
But
everything,
but she posted on her TikTok proof of everything that I said in that. So how is that her reality? All I did was talk about the things that she did that I found on TikTok that she posted herself.
right?
This stuff about her home thing, I can show you that Nicolina hacked my account. Not to mention, it doesn't even have to be my account. Anybody can make the same account and they can take my picture. There was 3 accounts under my name in her live that day doing that crap. None of it was me. I was in a different live named Team Rose. I can show you that.
Team.
Her name, it's a whole different person. Yeah, she just goes by Team Rose. I was in
Team Rose.
just a different person, a whole different
Not
live.
YouTube, okay?
No.
So you were in her YouTube talking live.
Yes, not in Nicolina's, but there was other accounts under my name in Nicolina's doing that.
How
No,
many accounts do you have?
I only have one.
Okay, and who has
Any-
those other accounts?
No, anybody can make them. It's people in Nicolina's chat doing that, and I can show you. They're in there saying stuff that I have crabs and I name them. If I could, just weird things like that. Now, here's also Nicolina stating that I violated my court order, or that she's going to use a live against me in the court of law. And then all of a sudden later in that live, the 4 digits of her number come out under an account named under me. I turned this in. I called the police on this one because of some of the things that they were doing and saying right away. Like before that even popped up on our thing, Nicolina says, "Ooh, somebody's fucking with your freedom and stuff like that." And it's all here. Nicolina did that on purpose to try to get me in trouble. But all it is her wanting revenge because of the stuff that she actually has done that you've let her get away with. But she says right here, I'm not the one that's being told that I have to stop. You're the one that's, here we go. You violated your court order. When did you file a police report accusing me of hacking into your account? Because she called Fremont Police and not the Hart Post, asking if I called and made a report. She's like, "I'd like a copy. You do realize every time you violate your order, it gets sent to your neighbor, right? Like you won't be able to state that it wasn't your account because every screen record shows that it's your account. I mean, it's just stupid stuff. The court order has no power against me. It's an order to make you stop." And then even the other day, right before Thanksgiving, Nicolina's in there saying stuff to me about, "Oh, do you think your neighbor needs a turkey? Do you think your neighbor needs Christmas presents? Blah, blah, blah." Just trying to get me to talk about her all the time, nonstop. Half the time, once I get people come to me and they're unsubbing from my page over stuff that these two are in cahoots of, I gotta say stuff. I can't just keep keeping my mouth shut. They're only clipping just the stuff that they want to. They're not clipping all the good stuff where I'm saying, the stuff before and after that. Like the stuff where she says I'm talking about harassing her. There's lots of stuff in here that's before and after that doesn't have anything to do with that. There's comments in here where I'm making, I'm answering questions that are in chat, where people send me a comment in chat and I answer them. That totally throws all this off and makes it not even make sense. Like she's highlighting some of this stuff.
Yeah, I can see that you were talking.
Yeah.
That you were talking to other people.
Right. And then she's saying that I'm talking about her in those things, or I'm talking to her. It's not true. The whole thing about recording anybody here at court was Nicolina, because she won't stop with the, I'm obese and all this other stuff. It hurts to be told that every day that you're a drug addict and your daughter sleeps on floor with dog shit. It's every single day because she's told them that. CPS came and didn't see any of that. I was gonna have him here today and I was too worried about trying to hide from freaking Nicolina. She finally had time off from work. So I thought for sure that they were gonna be in cahoots to make them come meet. So they could terrorize the fuck out of me or whatever that she says. Well, I should let you listen to it.
I did. You already had me listen to it.
That was her admitting it, but there's actually one where her and her husband are actually saying it.
Right, saying I had the day off. I'll go.
No, that's a different one. It's both. That's where they're saying that's. I just gotta find it. That's why I'm trying to stop Nicolina. They are in contact. They are. I don't even know which one it is.
When's the last time you had contact with Nicolina?
August,
November 22nd.
August 26th. I think I spoke to her for 2 days.
And she had the police back over too on November 7th, over a windstorm.
I had the police over to my house because their 4x4 and their tarp had broken my property barrier, and I wasn't willing to go on that side of the
Oh.
property where Casey's house is.
It was a string, not a barrier.
So I had just called the police officer to come over and keep the peace, if you will. The officer had called me, and I explained the situation that I just need, I didn't need his assistance to repair anything. I just wanted to get the line strung back up. I didn't complain about her stuff. I didn't move her things. I didn't go on her property. I just strung the line, and then it was done. And he left. He didn't go over to her house. There was no report made. It was just to
I have
keep
a
the
picture.
peace call. And she just states that she has a picture. They were at my house and on my property with
Mhm.
me. Why is she photographing me? Why?
Why are you standing outside my window? Why, there's lots of weird things going on here that doesn't
Wow.
make sense. There,
And that's why I had the police officer come outside while I did that, because Casey will misconstrue and flip flop
I wasn't even
anything
outside,
she
honey.
can and lie.
I stayed
The
in my
last
bedroom.
time we were in court, she says that these people had found my TikTok. Casey, remember, she's the one that gave it to them on August
No.
19th. They didn't find it until the 23rd to 24th.
I played to you that how they found it. It took them an hour or whatever they said
Like
searching.
3 days.
She
Something
missed the
ridiculous.
part
Yeah.
in her playback. She missed the part
They didn't hear it.
where Nicolina states that they looked for it because Casey herself stated that her neighbor has a TikTok.
Yes. I
That's
didn't
how
give
they
it to
found
them.
it. It was nothing to do with me. These people knew Casey way before me, way before.
We were never fighting or anything like that.
That is
Nicolina's
they
a
lied.
bully
That is
online.
they lie. Nicolina and all of her followers go after people that scam people and go and prey after the week,
Right.
prey on the week.
And I've never been scammed. I've never scammed anybody or anything like that. So there was never
Which
a reason
created
for
a
them to come
YouTube
after me.
channel for a missing child where she contacted the mother and fully exploited the child. The
It's not
mother
exploiting her.
tried and pretended to be her friend and in turn took
True.
video of her so she can replay it. and
How can she
laugh
say
at
that?
her
See the
and
lies.
mock her. It's not lies.
How
it's
does she
all
know
fair
about
record.
this? How does she know what I've been doing back a year ago in November when I talked to this lady? How would she know that?
Well,
All she's doing is giving you her opinion about me. And that's why, it's another thing that makes me so mad in court is you let her call me names and say all these vile things about me. I can't
She
handle it.
called you a name once.
No, yeah,
She hasn't called you a
Not
name once.
today.
I never let people call each other names in here. You
No,
know, you can say
no.
a lot of things about me,
No.
Casey, but I'm not happy with your characterization of me today.
I know.
think everything you have said about me is completely untrue. That I don't ever
Stop,
give you
please.
a chance to tell your story. That all I do is listen to her. That I let her call you names.
Right.
That I let her get away with things. That I don't let you ever tell the whole story. I let her
I haven't
interrupt
been
you.
able to.
That is not true at all.
It happened again today. She kept interrupting me.
You're joking, right?
Well,
You're joking.
you're not hearing me the right way. Please stop. God. I haven't been able to tell a full thing yet or say anything because we've been bounced around to this
That's not
topic
true.
to that
She
topic.
let you speak for probably 15 minutes without interrupting you. And I let you say whatever you wanted. And I asked you twice and I gave you plenty of time to tell your whole story.
It's
you-
longer than that though.
I've heard plenty enough. It is not, we're not gonna rehash everything
Okay,
we talked
okay.
about from August or July when this first started to now.
I'm talking about
I'm not
October and
interested.
November. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have a lot of anxiety. I have mental problems. I can't handle this stuff.
I suspect that is true.
It
You see,
is.
and I've known you a long time.
And I've grown
And
a lot.
you have, and I have been very concerned about these last 3 months because something seems amiss with you.
I'm
And
being
so,
attacked.
and that could very well be, but you need to take a hard look at your mental health and make sure that doing this YouTube stuff is not affecting it, because in my opinion, you are becoming more and more upset and
Mhm.
emotional every time you are here.
Yeah, I
And
am.
so you need to take a hard look at what is happening about yourself. This isn't you.
I know, it isn't.
You're not,
This
this
can't
is
handle
the
it
you
more.
when things are about to get bad. And I'm telling you, you know from history that you don't want to go down that road. All right, you've already seen, I mean, CPS has been around, nothing was amiss, but you know that that is not a good sign if stuff is getting off with you, right?
Well, I wish he was here and stuff, because I can't explain stuff the right way. I don't know how to do it.
I believe you when you say CPS was there and everything was fine. I totally believe that. I believe you when you say CPS sent a dumpster as part of prevention to help you clean up some of whatever it is you had in the garage or wherever it was. I mean, I believe you that CPS is not concerned. I totally believe all of what you're saying. I believe that you're being harassed on YouTube. What I don't believe is that she is the result or the reason that is happening right now. Okay, now listen to my words. Right now, I understand you guys had beef in the past, and you both have created and gave people a reason to not like the other person. What is happening right now, I am not convinced is a result of her behavior. Okay, so just listen, I understand she did stuff to you in the past. I understand that some of the things she said about you were not true. I understand all that. But what I'm saying is what's happening right now, I don't believe is her. Now, I could be wrong. Okay, well, I might be, and you're gonna have to bring me proof other than what you've given me today. Because what you've shown me today leads me to believe that there are YouTubers
Yeah.
that are stirring the pot, but I can't be convinced that that's because she's telling them to, okay? Court's gonna hold you in contempt and not put me in jail. I'm not giving you any fines and costs. I'm warning you not to post anything on Facebook about her. So if you go live in a chat and tell your husband you're gonna harass her whenever you want, or you go live in a chat and say that her son is delivering drugs on Thanksgiving, those are violations of your PPO. You cannot do those things. I don't expect you to be talking about her at all on a live chat or on your YouTube channel. If you want to talk to her, to your husband, to your best friend, you can do all those things. You can't post them on YouTube. Miss Tanis and sir, you may go ahead and exit first and then give them a minute, and then you may go Miss Jordan.
Wow, that was something else there now. What'd she say? She said that she has crabs and she names them. That tore me up. Something I've always heard is you don't need to know what other people think about you. It ain't none of your business. And unfortunately, it sounds like she's getting to hear what everybody thinks of her, and it's not going well. In all seriousness, she needs help. She needs to get away from it because it's not putting her in a good place. You know, I've talked in the past. The last thing you want to do is start an argument or a fuss with one of your neighbors. You're right there with them. You see them every day. You know, it isn't worth it. Whatever it is, let it go. Having an argument that close to your house is just awful. As you can see, these ladies here, and to an extent, I think they dang near deserve each other. Sounds like you're both poking back and forth, and I don't know. That's awful. Well, that's what I got this afternoon. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and thanks again, Rose.